Hello and welcome to Chronically Overdressed. I'm Christine, the Glambassador. So this is going to be a very special series of videos that I'm doing for you called The Life Cycle of My Wet Set. I did a series like this on my blog several years ago and it was very popular, and it's actually one of my most pinned blog posts, all 7 of them on Pinterest. And I really wanted to do a video aspect of it because then I really wasn't set up to do any kind of tutorials. I did a few pictorials on the blog posts, but it's much easier to do it as a video. So the whole point of this series is to show you how my hair changes throughout the week of my wet set. So we're starting with day 1 of my wet set. You'll see me take out my rollers and brush it through. And actually I'm going to kind of figure out what hairstyle I'm doing as I'm doing it. And that's generally how I work. I don't usually have, sometimes I have a vague idea of what I want, but honestly, my hair has a mind of its own. So I generally let my hair dictate how it's going to be set that day. So, but I want to take you on this journey and show you how my hair changes and every day with, my hair kind of, I don't like saying that my curls fall, but they do relax quite a bit throughout the week. And just so you can get some ideas of how to do your hair throughout the week when you do a wet set. Normally I wash my hair once a week and I wash and set it once a week. I have gone longer than that. The longest I've gone, I know it sounds disgusting, but is 16 days. I was on vacation. I didn't have any of my stuff. And but I was preserving my hair with turbans and hair nets and everything, but my curls lasted the entire time. So, but I have different hairstyles that I can do every single day to either help to preserve the curls or to kind of get it ready for the next day. And I just want to show you how you can change up your hairstyle day after day. You don't have to do the same one if you don't want to. I think I have probably 2 or 3 kind of standard hairstyles that I do on a weekly basis. Most of them are super quick, and it's just if I don't really have time to do my hair or I don't want to do anything elaborate, I will choose one of those hairstyles, and I'll probably do that this week. But I really want you to see how your hair changes throughout the week of a wet set, so you can actually see the life cycle of your wet set. So I hope you enjoy it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and make sure that you hit that notification button so you get notified right away as soon as I put up a video. I will be doing 1 a week. I'm going to try and intersperse some other videos in there, but this is going to be a 7-week series of the life cycle of my wet set. All right, so let's get started. Hello and welcome to day 1 of the life cycle of my wet set. So I washed and set my hair yesterday. It's been about 26 hours. I set it in my normal set using my flaxseed setting lotion. And if you want to see my original wet set video, I'll link it above for you. But I have 33 rollers in my hair. You can see how it's all set. I have 21 of these pink 1-inch rollers and 12 of these black 3/4 inch rollers. I like to have a little bit smaller rollers on the front part of my hair and the framing because it gives me a lot more curl to work with. They're all rolled down, and so this is where my part is here. So this side is rolled down this way and this side is rolled down this way. So I roll all of my my fringe, my bangs, off to the side rather to the back. This will help to give that wave format, And doing it this way also kind of helps to create that ridge that I really like in the front. So they're all rolled down this way, and if you remember, I set them in a horizontal pattern. And then these top rollers here, these three here, I move the plastic bar around and clip it so I don't get that dent. And I also do that with all 4 of these on my fringe. The rest of them are just clipped normally and they work fine. I do wear a net after I set it. It just kind of keeps everything in place. So when I sleep on the rollers, they don't move around as much. You can see they kind of get a little bit loose, but having this hair net on over everything really just kind of solidifies everything together. So one thing I'd like to note is in the last couple of weeks, I actually added a filter to my shower head. I started to realize that the water here in Hawaii is incredibly hard. We were getting a lot of mineral buildup in our bathroom, on our sinks, and that started to really make me realize that we have hard water, and that could be contributing to some of my frizziness issues. So I did put on a water filter. This is only my second wash since the water filter, but even after the first wash, my hair felt a lot better. It felt softer. It did seem to, like even on the first brush out, my hair seemed a lot less frizzy. Throughout the week, I mean, it just gets frizzy just because it is so humid here, but I kind of wanted to give my hair a little bit of a running start with, you know, having better water, softer water, rather than having hard water and contending with the humidity. It is winter here, so we don't have as much humidity. It's not as wet as it is normally in the summertime. But, you know, it's still Hawaii. I still live in a tropical area, so, but that has definitely kind of cut down, and I hope as time goes on, it will cut down on the frizziness even more, and my hair will be healthier and happier in the long run. So I just wanted to put that out there, that if you live in an area that potentially has hard water, think about getting a water softener, a water filter. It's super easy. You just stick it onto your shower head. I think it was like $20. It's not that expensive. And our filter is supposed to last for 6 months. So you just change out the filter every 6 months. So something to think about if you are having issues with frizziness. It could be your hard water. So anyway, so let's go ahead and take out my rollers. And for the first day, I normally wear it down. I just kind of brush it out. I like to preserve my curls a little bit by just kind of wearing it down and super curly. And then you'll see throughout the week how my curls change and how they kind of fall a little bit, or relax, I should say. They don't really fall. I still have curls for days, but they do relax a little bit, and my hair gets longer and longer and longer as we go. My hair is, I don't know the inch right now, but it's just about like the very bottom part of my horseshoe cut is touching like where a bra strap would be. I haven't cut my hair in several weeks. Does kind of need a little bit of a trim, but just so you can see where my hair is right now, this is when it's wet, and you can see exactly where it falls, just so you can get an idea of what my hair looks like before I set it. So here we go. We're gonna take out the rollers. Okay, So I'm gonna leave this section for later. I like to brush everything out first and then leave my fringe for later, because I think today, instead of wearing it all the way down, I will brush it out so you can see what it looks like. It's really hot today, even though it is the first day of winter. It is in the 80s. It's like 86 degrees today. So I would like it off of my face. It's been kind of just hot and sweaty, so I'd like it off of my face today. So, but I will show you what it looks like when it all brushes out. So again, I like to use a wide tooth comb as my first brush through. You can use your fingers if you want, if that's easier for you. My hair is incredibly curly when I first take out the rollers, and this is actually easier for me than getting my fingers stuck in my hair. So I'll just take a quick brush through, that you can see how short my hair gets when I curl it. So it goes from, you know, middle of the back all the way up to right above my shoulders, really. So like I said, the first day or first couple of days, I do like to try and keep it as curly as possible. This does help to preserve the curls throughout the week. And so the less I'm brushing out kind of this bottom curl part, the less they will relax. So I'll have my curls for a little bit longer. Another thing I like to do on the first couple of days is to wear a hairnet, again, to preserve the curls. It gets very windy here, and with the humidity and wind together, wearing a hairnet has been just a savior for my hair. But that does help to preserve the curl a little bit as well. And also I will sometimes sleep with the hairnet in. If I know that I want to do another style the next day that is more curly, then I'll just sleep with the whole hairnet over my whole hair. I do not re-roll my hair at night. My sleep is very important to me, and I don't always sleep well with rollers in my hair, and pin curls are just with my hair, they just don't work. And honestly, I can't be bothered to do it at night. So I usually just don't do anything specific with my hair. I sleep on it, it's fine. I wake up in the morning, I brush it out, and my curls are still there. But if you have super straight hair or hair that is resistant to curl, you might want to re-roll at night, either using just a few of your rollers, your sponge rollers, or doing it in a pin curl set. Again, you can do like larger sections and just pin it up. You don't have to do the full set every single night. Whatever works for you. But I know I'm fortunate with my hair type, and the fact that I've been doing this for so long, my hair just goes into that curl really easily. It has a lot of that tension memory. So the longer you do it, you may actually be able to get away with not re-rolling after a while. So that is my normal kind of nightly routine. I put my hair back in a ponytail when I take my makeup off and I wash my skin. And then I just take the ponytail out and I sleep on it normally. And then when I get ready the next day, I also put my hair kind of back in a bun. I just pull it back into a bun, use a shower cap when I take a shower, and then I keep my hair up in that bun concoction when I put my makeup on. This does, it does kind of start to pull some of the curl out of this face framing area. But honestly, it doesn't pull enough for me. It's not in there long enough for it to do any damage or really relax the hair too much. So it doesn't it doesn't bother me, and it's what works for me. So I am going to use a little bit of this Olaplex bonding oil. It's Olaplex number 7. This has been wonderful. I really like the feel of it. It's not heavy on my hair. It doesn't weigh down my curls, but it does just kind of help to, does cut down on some of the frizz. It gives my hair a nice shine, and yeah, I just like it. It's and it feels very healthy on my hair. Not sure if that's actually what's happening, but it feels like it. Okay, so now we just taking our Denman brush and just start to brush it through, and you can see again I've got this nice wave starting here on the side, and I really don't want to brush out these curls too much. I really want that kind of nice fluffiness here. Okay, so that's kind of my first start to brushing it out. You can see the back is still a little bit fluffy, but I'm gonna smooth it out with my boar bristle brush kind of once I figure out how I'm going to style it. So I don't want to do do too much pinning or anything like that, because that does kind of pull on the curl a little bit. But I want some of this more off of my face. Like I said, it's warm today and I just kind of want it away from my face. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my my wonderful grip tooth hair combs, and I'm going to just pull some of the hair back off of my face, and I'm going to use a little bit of my hair pomade. This one is the Scented Clove. This is the perfect time of year for this, and I have to tell you, this stuff is amazing. I mean, it's a fantastic pomade as it is, but the smell, it's wonderful. And it's kind of funny, if I do my hair in a roll or something where it's a little bit more structured, at night when I take out that roll, the smell of the clove just wafts through, and it is spectacular. I cannot believe that the smell actually holds throughout the day. I don't smell it during the day. It's just when I take it out of that structured roll, it smells amazing. I love it. So just a little bit of pomade to get some of these kind of little flyaways tucked in, and I'm just going to smooth it out just a little bit because I really like this fluff that is happening. And I'm just gonna slide that right in, right there. So it's not too far back, but it kind of gives a little bit of volume right here on the side. And then make sure that you always hold your comb so you don't brush out that good secure fit there. When you're brushing real close to it. There. And I'm gonna do this on the other side as well. A little bit of pomade. So again, I'm not going like all the way back here and pushing it forward. I'm just a couple of inches and then pushing forward just so we get this little bit of a ridge here. And most of the time your hair right here will cover those combs, but I actually don't mind it when they show. Okay, now with my Denman boar bristle brush, I can smooth out the back a little bit more. Maybe add just a touch of pomade. I love this pomade because it's not sticky and it doesn't weigh my hair down, but it gives just enough hold. It's not a strong hold. Like Suavecita is a stronghold for me, and I don't like the smell of it, to be honest. It's very cotton candy-ish. I like the smell of the men's one, but it's a very strong scent to me, and I don't really care for it, but it's very tacky, it's very sticky, and I don't know if it's the combination of the humidity, but it just, I don't know, it makes my hair feel very tacky and heavy. And I just love this pomade from Little Bits. It's got, I think it's got shea butter in it and coconut oil, and I don't remember exactly what, but it feels healthier, it feels lighter, but it does give a bit of a hold, which I like. Okay. Okay, so I'm ready to take out my front fringe rolls. Remember to take out either your bobby pins or if you use your pin curl clips before you start to unroll them, because otherwise that'll hurt. They'll get stuck. So day one is actually a really great time to do a Poodle Updo. You really don't even have to do much. You could literally just take them out, take your rollers out, maybe brush through them with your fingers a little bit, and then you can just start piling things on and stick a few bobby pins in, and you've got yourself a nice poodle. You can do a half updo or you can do the full poodle updo. Do a little bit of bonding oil. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this whole fringe section, get a little bit of pomade. And again, I want this off my face. So I'm gonna pull it back, twist it once, kind of push it forward like a pompadour, and then actually I'm gonna use another grip tooth hair comb and just put it right there at the base of that twist. Then I can take this tail, the rest of this tail here, and just kind of pull it forward and arrange it in a bunch of curls, and then it'll kind of match up with this side here. Make sure that guy's really secure. And I'm going to try and reinforce this wave right here that starts to happen. And that usually happens when I do roll this side and then I put the hairnet on, and it actually kind of presses in right there, so it helps to create this wave just naturally. And I really like that it that it does that. That way I don't have to do anything special with my with pin curls. I've been able to achieve this with pin curls, but this is just kind of a happy accident that happens, so I like it. Okay, this guy is starting to wiggle its way out, so there we go. Most of my hairstyles are literally just futzing and patting. If you've noticed, I like to pat my hair a lot. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm trying to, make it happy, and so I'm petting it and hoping that it does what I want it to. But that's really what a lot of, my hairstyles are, just kind of futzing around with the curls and asking them, please, please do something right. So another thing that I like to do, again, it's kind of a setting process, is to take a hairnet, and this is I think a bob size, but it can be regular size depending on how long your hair is. But I will just gather just about everything up, stick it in the hairnet, and then I'll hairspray it just like this. And then I will wait for this to kind of dry while I'm getting dressed. Depending on what your process is, I always do my makeup before I do my hair. So if you do it the opposite way, you can kind of do your hair, set it in this, this hairnet, and then do your makeup. The longer you let it set in here, this will kind of just hold the, you know, the curls in place. It allows the hairspray to to get everything set. Another trick you can do, especially if you have a set that you really want a good hold, is to use a hair dryer after you've hairsprayed your hair. I personally do not like really heavy hairspray, so I use the Kenra Perfect Medium number 13. I know that a lot of people like a stronger hold, and the only time I'll really do that is if I'm doing a hairstyle for a specific event that I know just needs to hold and I don't care what my hair looks like the next day. But this, and also the L-Net, I think it's the unscented. These are fantastic for brushing your hair out afterwards. They don't leave any flakes. The higher the hold on a hairspray, the harder it's going to be for you to brush that out the next day. So obviously this is day one. I don't want to put a whole lot of product in my hair and a lot of strong hold hairspray that I'm going to have to brush out over the next week, and all of a sudden it's starting to get a lot of buildup. I get flakes, and I don't want that. So this works really well for me. It just kind of holds everything in, lets the hairspray do its job. But yeah, if you do your hairspray, no matter what kind you use, and then hit it with your hair dryer for a little bit, it really kind of cements it. Just be careful, like I said, even if you do that with a medium hold hairspray, it'll be hard to brush out the next day. But yeah, this is a good little tip that you can try, and I try to leave it in for a good 10 or 15 minutes. Usually when I go get dressed, I start to my process is to get my makeup on first, then I do my hair, and then I get dressed. So this is a good time for me to kind of let it sit like this and go get dressed. So I will see you in a couple of minutes when I'm dressed and I am completely finished. Okay, so here is my finished hairstyle for day one of my wet set. And just to recap, I just pulled my sides back a little bit with the grip tooth hair combs, and then I pulled the fringe back, twisted it, pushed it forward with the pompadour, again secured with a smaller grip tooth hair comb, and then just arranged the curls in the front here. So I've got a nice kind of cascade of curls on this side, and just my hair pulled back on this side, and here's the back. And you can see I've got a good bit of movement still. My hair is not, it's not solid, it's not a helmet. I've got nice good movement and bounce with my curls, but putting that hair, the hairnet on and hairspraying it really just helps to kind of put all of those curls together where they need to be and set really nicely in the hairnet. So I'm really happy with it. It's off of my face. It's not going to create any extra heat on my face. And I think it's a nice, to me, it's kind of a 50s hairstyle, I guess. But this is actually a great one if you want to put some hair flowers in. But yeah, this is a really nice, I'm really happy with this day one. and I hope you will join me for my next video for my day 2 of my wet set. So thanks so much for joining me on this journey, and hopefully you'll enjoy this series. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Again, it really does help to get me to grow and to meet my goals so I can continue to provide really good, valuable content for you guys. And so I will see you soon. Bye.